r/TIFU, dear Edit, today, I fricked up. TIFU letting my wife know the meaning of a phrase I would whisper into her ear. Standard not today, but 4 years ago. So when my wife and I first started dating, 7 years now, she was fairly naive to the world. She grew up in a strict Southern Baptist environment and was never allowed to date, watch certain things, etc. etc. She moved out of her parents' house in 2013 at 21 years old. I met her 7 years ago on October 28th. We started talking and messaging each other things fairly quickly and getting frisky. Now I've never done this with anyone else, but because she was very innocent of various pop culture references I decided to give it a try. During one of our early makeout sessions, without knowing a lick of French aside from Dexter's Laboratory, yes my dear reader we are going there, I proceeded to whisper the phrase omelette du fromage into her ear. This turned her on immensely. So for 3 solid years this went on until I fed up and told her what the phrase meant. Ever since then I've regretted telling her, and she never thought to look it up, because I always got a kick out of it. Omelette du fromage equals cheese omelette. Married for 6 years this past June, so I did something right. TL, doctor, for 3 solid years my girlfriend, and then wife got weak in the knees to me whispering cheese omelette into her ear, because she had no clue what omelette du fromage actually meant. TIFU by accidentally taking a double dose of my ADHD meds. So I'm prescribed 50 mg of Vyvanse, and have been, since I was 14. 50 mg is a higher dose for someone in my age/weight bracket, early 20s f, 115 pounds, because the highest legal dose is 70 mg. I have a bizarre sleep schedule with a cute sprinkle of insomnia, so some nights I don't fall asleep until 5 AM, and that's what happened last night. This morning, I set an alarm for 10 AM, woke up around 10:30, took my Vyvanse, laid down for a little bit, and somehow fell back to sleep. At about 11:30-12 I wake back up, still groggy. It takes my Vyvanse about 2 hours to fully kick in, so I'm still a little out of it. This is where I fucked up. I'm so used to waking up and just being up, that I started my morning routine over again on autopilot. I strolled over the coffee machine, started to make some, and took my dose of Vyvanse. I realized about 10 seconds after I'd taken it that I had already taken it. Here's the thing, I can't throw up. I've thrown up twice in my entire life. So that wasn't an option. Cue frantic googling. Pretty much everyone says I'm going to be in for a wild day and to stay hydrated. I try to look on the bright side, maybe I'll get a lot of work done today, but I was foolish. It's been 3 hours since my last dose. I've peed around 20 times. I can feel my blood. I took one hit from my jewel and transcended time and space. My stomach is furious. I tried to reorganize my room, started to hammer something into the wall, hid my thumb, cried, put my clothes in the dryer, and then felt like I needed to have them extra dry, so I ran them again. The lint in there started burning. Cried. All of my whites now smell like Chicago in 1871. My body is in fight or flight. I'm so anxious. 30 minutes ago my mom's best friend texted me back quote your parents and nothing else. By the time she responded to my back quote, 15 minutes later with the picture of my mom and dad when they were younger that she meant to attach, I had already accepted that I was an orphan and was halfway through an article how to deal with the sudden passing of your parents. My cat came into my bedroom and I got scared. I didn't like her stance or general demeanor. Currently, I'm applying for grad school. I don't know why. I'm not even done with undergrad. But it feels like something I should do right now. Anyway, I'll be fine. I've actually done this one other time. and ended up being alright, just very fast for a while. Have a good one, all. Take meds responsibly. TL. Doctor, I took 100 milligrams of Vyvanse when I'm prescribed 50 milligrams. I'm currently paranoid, distraught, and feeling like I have an IQ of 1000 and minus 17 at the same time. Edit. Holy shit. I appreciate all of the concerns and nice comments, lol. I'm doing alright. I've had a lot of water and feel 75% normal. Still wide awake, obviously. Hopefully this inspired a few people to use those pill organizers. I just ordered one. Also, I did not finish applying to grad school. I made the amazing decision to take out loans for undergrad in New York City, and if I get into any more debt I'll never be able to afford groceries. Edit 2, again, yes, I did get a pill organizer. Thank you for the Amazon links. My heart rate is still fucked, but getting better. After reading everyone's replies, I think I'm going to try to lower my dose a little bit. Some of y'all's stories about long-term effects freaked me out. But I'm okay, really. TIFU by asking my neighbor if his wife has pepperoni nipples. This happened a few months ago. I, 24 meters, still live in my parents' house. My neighbor, let's call him Jim, 35 meters, has lived next door to us with his wife and children for around 5 or 6 years. We had never really interacted with each other, spare a wave or a hello, until this past summer. We ended up getting along well. We would shoot the shit, toss some disc, throw a baseball around. Things like that. One day Jim was sitting on his front lawn with another neighbor of ours drinking a beer. I asked if I was welcome to come hang out and crack a couple open. They said yes, and this is where my fuck up happens. I was a mere 2 beers in, feeling a little awkward trying to hold a conversation with 2 men, born in completely different generations, and with completely different upbringings than me. The topic shifted to food somehow, and Jim mentioned that his wife loved pizza. He followed this up by saying his wife was totally a pizza person. My young, shitlord mind imagined a slice of pizza with human facial features and slices of pepperoni as nipples. So in my naive attempt to add humor to the conversation, I said a pizza person, huh? Does that mean she has like pepperoni nipples? The brief silence that followed felt like an eternity. Jim retorted by saying, "Come on man. That's my wife you're talking about." I fell silent and hastily finished my beer. Needless to say, our interactions since then have been few and very brief. His young children still gleefully say hi to me when they're all outside. Every time I'm reminded of the shame I felt when I insinuated that their mother has pepperoni nipples. TLDR, drank some beers with some neighbors I barely knew. One said his wife is a pizza person. Imagined a personified pizza slice in my head and asked if his wife has pepperoni nipples. Relatively minor fuck up, but we don't talk much anymore. TIFU by having the world's strongest coffee. Warning, there is potty talk. Last November, I got my stomach partially removed, 80%, and I have some dietary restrictions now including no/little caffeine. I mean I used to see that stuff as suggestions, but now I might take it more seriously. I saw Death Wish coffee on sale at Meijers yesterday and have wanted to try it since it came out originally, but didn't want to have to order online, so I picked it up. I was so excited and told myself I would drink it when I need it, and waking up for Prime Day deals meant I needed it today. Oops. About 5 minutes after drinking it, I started to feel jittery and bouncy, so I knew I may have fricked up, but thought I would just get extra hyper because of caffeine basically being absorbed a billion times faster than other people's bodies would. I decided to take a shower after I got to Jumpy to see if maybe it would calm me down a bit. Instead I learned what dumping syndrome is. Dumping syndrome can cause rapid heartbeat, feeling of fullness, lightheadedness, cramping, nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. Basically, long story short, I was jumping around, singing my heart out, and dancing in the shower, when my stomach started hurting really bad. I bent over a little as one does when they are cramping, and instead shit all over the side of my shower. Explosive ass diarrhea. It was horrible, and it didn't even make my stomach feel better, so with my stomach still hurting I had to clean up the shower and myself. I want to die both of embarrassment and pain. Now I'm laying in fetal position on my bed, regretting all of my life decisions. TL, doctor, I explosive pooped all over my shower. What, the video is already over? Have no fear, more videos can be found on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Who knows, you might receive a cookie.